Welcome to the Future Hospitality Summit podcast. For more information, visit www.futurehospitalitysummit.com.
All right, good morning and welcome to our podcast. We are excited to be speaking with Patrick Antaki, the Chief Operating Officer of the Hospitality Management Hotel Group. Patrick, welcome on board. We're very excited to have you.
Jana, thank you very much. It's also very exciting to be on this podcast.
Fantastic. Patrick, could you give us a quick overview of HMH Group and your role in the business?
Sure. HMH is a company that started back in 2003. It started with a hotel that's very famous in Sharjah called the Coral Beach Resort. Many people who've been around for a while in this country would know it. And then the company has grown and they decided to develop it into HMH, which has 5 awesome brands. So we go from the 5-star all the way to the budget millennial-centric properties. My role started in January.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fairly new with the company. I'm still learning the ropes. What I'm really looking forward to is working, especially with our new baby, the Ecos brand, which we will talk in a few moments about, and that's definitely our way forward. It's our way forward, and that's how we're going to be disturbing a little bit the market. But saying that, the rest of our brands are solid brands which have been in the market. We're in the dry sector. We're in the dry sector business, and we have been leading for a while.
Interesting. We're totally looking forward to having you participate as one of the speakers in the Future Hospitality Summit in Dubai in September. May I know what excites you specifically about taking part in the conference?
Well, to start with, it's a conference that, as a hotelier, I've always been wanting to attend, but actually never did because I was a lot more in operations before. So now I'm not only have I given the opportunity to attend the conference, but I'm also on a panel. So that makes it really doubly exciting for me. Sorry to interrupt. I'm also looking forward to talking about our new Ecos brand, which is what I was saying earlier about, it's a millennial-centric brand. It's a affordable luxury brand. And I know many people are into, or many of the companies are into this, but I think that's really the way of the future. The last thing that we all say, and it wouldn't be a great conference without, it's the meeting of old friends and making new friends.
Absolutely. We look forward to that year on year.
Yeah.
Patrick, I've went through your profile. I've read your many achievements. You've been in the hospitality industry for quite some time. And I'm guessing you've witnessed the before and after and the change. In that perspective, I'd like to know what your future projection is of the industry itself.
Very, very big question. And it's an awesome question because I think our industry is extremely resilient. If you think of it, hospitality started hundreds of years ago with an inn on the side of the road, and we've developed it to what it is today. One of the first things that's recovering after our 2 years of COVID and everybody being chained to their homes and everything is the tourism industry, because people want to travel, people want to move out. So I reckon that it is going to be a bit of an adaptive time. It is going to be a bit difficult. However, those who are ready to adapt and ready to morph and change and follow what the trends are suggesting are definitely going to make it. So there will be, like in any change of life cycle or in any change of trends, there is going to be some winners and there is going to be some people who either will adapt or will disappear. So it's a very interesting time. It's a crossroads, and I'm looking forward to it because some of the technologies or some of the trends that we thought were going to happen before COVID, after COVID, it's not going to happen, and a lot of it is back to basic with good quality, good standards, delivering some honest hospitality and some good returns to the owners, obviously.
You're right. I think people are a lot more aware now of sustainable travel. It's been a trend. They really understood it during the COVID, unfortunately, during the COVID times. And I see it just getting better, I think.
I think so. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I gotta say, same here.
Yeah.
As you said, I think it's very important to take part in leading some sort of change in the industry. And of course, now your position does give you the power to lead the change. Could you tell us how you, on your behalf, HMH, is going to be leading that change?
Yes, and it is a very exciting question because HMH has now come up with a new brainchild. You know, I was talking about ECOS, that millennial brand. Sorry?
I'd like to hear more of.
Yes, of course, and it's a brand which has been designed with the millennial, and I don't just mean the millennial age bracket in mind. It's a millennial thought or the millennial culture in mind. So basically, people who like to travel, people who like to mingle, people who like simplicity, they like quality, they like good food. You know, a lot of them are foodies. A lot of, you know, we have to include the Instagrammable stuff, all these new trends, and don't want to pay a lot for it, you know, because sometimes in the classical hospitality, we do all these things, but also at a very, very expensive cost. So there is a huge part of the population who wants similarity to this, but without the cost attached to it. So affordable luxury is definitely one of the ways forward. And this is where we're going to be leading. We've developed a product which stands not only with the service delivery, but also the product itself, the hotel itself, how it was built, how it was designed, you know, the design of the rooms, the core making of the building itself, and the usefulness of it. All these things put together, and because it's the moment you start delivering what the customer wants, you will also deliver good returns to the owners. And at the end of the day, that's the business we're in.
You're right.
So that's how we would like to lead the change.
Amazing. I mean, we've seen a lot of businesses that didn't adapt to the change and unfortunately didn't succeed. But hearing that you are going to adapt to the change, you're understanding your customers a lot better, you're giving them their chance to express what they'd like to see. That's amazing. Patrick, it's been such a pleasure speaking to you. And we're definitely looking forward to having you at FHS in September as one of the panelists. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you there then.
I'm looking forward to it as well.
Thank you.
So Patrick, I'm looking forward to mingling with people, talking, and you know, learning some new stuff, and hopefully sharing some of my experiences. So
absolutely. Thank you so much, Patrick, for your time.
Pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Have a lovely day, Jana.
You too.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Future Hospitality Summit podcast. For more information, visit www.futurehospitalitysummit.com.